Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. My name is David and today as usual we will analyze a project that I personally found interesting. But first, an important warning, this video is not financial advice. Investing in any project is a risk, you should remember this. And now, let's talk about the project. The project is called AsgardDao. It was launched quite recently in the token. This project has 565 holders. I think it's a great opportunity to enter the project early and get good access. What is Asgard? A new category defining asset class allowing smart investor to build their wealth by hunting. It is a decentralized treasury-backed currency on BSC, which maintains a value of at least $1 USD. However, Asgard is not patented to anything, a value worth more than $1 USDT, providing its holders with a potential for great upside. How does Asgard work? It is a currency backed by multi-asset stable coins. It is a currency of which a treasury and a reserve a protocol control it. It is a currency driven by a community governance protocol. How does Asgard differ? Asgard allows investors to make money during bear markets as it is always backed, full decentralized, provided stable yields, and facilitates transaction at an unprecedented pace. Asgard differs by being an interested earning community-driven token with extensive liquidity and competitive incentives. One of the main advantages of the project is was not tied to the dollar. The currency utilities market dynamics. The created system which balances the buy and sell side of the market. Asgard doesn't choose a price, but simply facilitates its stabilization. Staking is the primary value accrual strategy of many DeFi protocols. For Asgard, users would stake the Asgard through Asgard's app website to earn rewards. These rewards derive from bond sale processes and many were based on the number of Asgard staking within the protocol and reward rate, which is set by an algorithmic monetary policy. Bonding. Bonds refer to the process of trading liquidity provider LP token for Asgard tokens at the discount below market price. With Asgard, the process of purchasing bonds has been simplified to the one-step process. Instead of having to purchase the LP token when trading them of bonds, users only need to have the asset pair BUSD plus Asgard in their wallet to purchase the bonds directly. Bonds are listed for 5 days and are paid out per block high. For example, if you were to purchase a bond after the first day, you would have received 20% on their vested amount, then 40% after the second day, etc. Wrapping. vs Asgard. User can choose to wrap their Asgard, which converts to standardized BIP20 token. Instead of your token amount increasing, the value of vs Asgard itself increases. This allows you gain the rewards you would normally gain from staking, within having an increasing amount of token in your portfolio. vs Asgard can be used to create LP, where Asgard can be used to create LP in PancakeSwap with any overpay. This you can earn more rewards from wrapping. User can also unwrap their vs Asgard token to receive as Asgard to any time. Asgard game theory. Many of you may have heard of movies Avengers, Thor, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Myth of Loki, and the Deadly Mistletoe and Midnight Asgard. But you can understand what Asgard is the dwelling place of God, just like a Greek Mount Olympus. In Asgard, every important god had his own place, and his decisions on these mansions were similar to their own ability. After this brief introduction, let's talk about 3.3 in our platform AsgardDao. 3.3 is the idea that if everyone cooperates in AsgardDao, it will generate the greatest gain for everyone. Currently, there are 3 actions a user can take with a different effect on a protocol. Guys, the project team will also release an NFC Collection soon. Follow the social networks on the project so as not to miss this event. The project also has its own roadmap, a good complete roadmap with great importance. This usually indicates the high professionalism of the team, that the team has a clear plan for development on their project. But what more is important is what the team clearly follows its roadmap. If it's not, then it doesn't make any sense. Before I start review the project, I watch the project, its team, their announcements, and come to conclusion when the words of the team can be trusted. We'll see what happens next, but at the moment, everything looks very transparent. I personally spent 2 days communicating with the team and this potential investment on the project in a Telegram chat. Unfortunately, I didn't receive an answer to all my questions, but the answers to the main questions we received I didn't arouse any suspicions. As chat activity, I really like their asset, and in general, the project from the point of view of audience look mature and ready to achieve its goals. I would like to draw your attention to the fact that the team is holding generous Christmas giveaways on its Twitter. This is a really cool project that interested me, but don't forget that you are in the DeFi sector, and finding such a project is a great access. That's why I keep looking for a new safe project for you. Bye bye everyone.